Thought I had a happy home. Thought I had a 2-year-old. But you really never know. Yeah, you really never know. Some told me check the phone. Some told me check that phone. You've been talking to your ex. So I went and got a test. You lied to me. Girl, I went to test that DNA. You lied to me. That ain't my kid. That ain't my kid. You lied to me. Girl, I went to test
hit after
that
hit.
DNA. You lied to me.
Where's he getting all these diapers from?
That ain't my kid. Now you're single mom. 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 Now you're single mom.
That man keep dropping banger after banger.
Right?
It's the stacking of the Pampers every other time the snare hit for me. He
Yo, Pampers are expensive. That's money.
goofy, man.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Greg. And videos today from Average Man Unplugged. Brandon Jamal goes on podcast and destroys single mom. You let him hit it raw. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. See that. Chow time.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I think I got a special one for you guys because I did not see this coming. I was scrolling through TikTok as always, searching for content, and the brother Brandon Jamal that made the single mom song was on a podcast. And when I tell you, he was cooking, bro. Check this out, man. Check this out.
After you've chosen this guy, it's your job to keep him. Because you know damn well a man smell better to these women when he got a woman. You know damn well these hoes be out here thirsty for your man. Every time. You're picky, you're picky, you're picky, and you're picky. So the man you chose, you don't think 1,000 other bitches want him? So it's your job to make the house so dope to where he don't want to go outside, because the streets are friendly to a good-looking man, a man who got some shit. The streets is friendly, and it's a lot less expensive than yo ass. Men don't care.
No, best
We don't
believe men
care.
don't care. You ain't met my man. You ain't met my man. You ain't met my man. Let's just be real.
Does he have kids?
No, okay, you know what? Okay, you want to go.
It's just a question.
No, he doesn't have kids.
I don't want to categorize him
He
incorrectly.
doesn't have kids, but
So he's one of those that got a chick with 2 kids and he don't have kids? He's one of those?
he's one of those, but guess what? He wants to have a big family. He wants a lot of kids. And I can't give that to him, but I can give him at least one, and that's about it. Because
I want a lot of kids too. My own kids. I mean, I don't mind adopting later in life, but I want a lot of my own kids.
I got 2 already. And that's just his
You
way to-
just said
he's a
he
great
can't have
man.
his dreams come true because he's with you. Hoes get mad because I talk all facts.
Yeah, she wasn't so quick to pop off at the mouth after he said that at the end. That hurt. That stung. That stung. And she talked herself into that hole. And let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is and let me tell y'all something. This is just an opinion, so don't come for me in the comments. But not only do I think this is a lack of having an abundance mindset, but I think this is also due to the fact that I don't think there's enough attractive women that are childless, to be honest with you. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I really don't think there's enough attractive enough.
Maybe in the US that could be the case, but I think if you go to elsewhere, most attractive women are the ones that are single
Women that are
without
childless.
kids.
Because if there's one common denominator that I see with single moms that come on these platforms, is that all of them tend to be pretty attractive.
True. I can agree with that.
And when you do see other attractive women that are childless on these shows, it's like they just have a really, really, really shitty mindset. So it's really slim pickings, you guys. It really is. And then I'm gonna show you this next clip by Destro. Shout out to Destro Reborn. This is another reason why men tend to stay away from single moms, and I don't want them to get mad or upset, but this is very valid, and I want y'all to check this out. Let's keep it moving.
We all
Every
know
guy
we
I've
love
dated or
Destro.
semi-dated has a problem with how close I am with my baby daddy, because they think that like if he wanted me back, I would go back. Like, yes. What? I'm tired of being a single mom. Stop. You should be worried. You're just lucky he don't want his family back.
Gentlemen, let the sweet song of the Cobra Valkyrie lead us into battle. For no soul can deny the gospel of Lord Destro, especially when these modern women are telling on themselves. Let us not forget that once a baby passes through the birth canal, that woman has a link with the father that no mortal man can usurp. Are there some exceptions to this rule?
Of course.
Of course there are. But this occurrence only happens in rare cases.
See, and this is the part about dealing with a single mom that a lot of single moms do not want to talk about. Because, and trust me, I know this from, guys in my circle and guys that I've grown up with. It's plenty of dudes out here still smashing their baby mom, even if they baby mom with another dude. I'm letting you know that right now. I've witnessed it. I've heard it. This is nothing new to me.
Agreed. I know a few friends that still smash their baby moms. I'm not gonna say anything. What am I gonna say? They're not even really friends or acquaintances. People are gonna be degenerates, whether if I tell them not to or do it. So
this is another reason why it's kind of like, that's why I say when it comes to single moms, there are certain exceptions. Typically, if like they're widowed or the children are already grown, but even then, man, if she's close to the to the baby father, yeah, that's definitely something you need to be aware of. So be on the lookout for that. Let's keep it moving, because apparently, I think between this single mom push, Brandon Jamal, along with us in this manosphere space talking about it all the time, women are starting to get in their feelings about it, and I'm gonna be showing you this next clip from a woman that I've reacted to several times before. I never catch her name, but Tamara, Tamara. That's her handle on TikTok if you want to check her out. But I think she gives some really good takes on why men have valid reasons for not wanting to deal with single moms. Check this out.
I think it's so interesting when, as of late, you've been seeing or hearing men, complain, or they don't necessarily have the best view or experiences dating single mothers, right? And then a lot of times you'll have the women, counteract, and they'll say, well, how can you feel this way about single mothers when your mom was a single mom, right? That's typically the rebuttal. And in most cases, yes, a lot of us came from, single parent homes. But here's the thing, that's why I speak the way that I do, because I'd like to try to provide not only a man and woman perspective, or just kind of offer, I understand both sides to a degree, but then I think the side that gets neglected is the child's view, right? And I think we need to take that more into consideration.
100%.
Y'all don't like what men.
You know me, guys. I almost always side with the kid. I always feel the worst for the kid. I couldn't care less about the parents, to tell you the truth. They're always some kind of degenerates, the mom or the father. Hardly ever it's the kid's fault. It's never the kid's fault. When has it ever should be the kid's fault? But they always get the worst outcomes.
Have to say, and even if they had a single mother, that's the thing, they experienced it. They know
Correct.
what it's like growing up in a single parent home. They know what it's like growing up without a dad. Even women, if you had a single mother, you know what it's like to grow up without having that father figure there full time. So again, Why y'all want them to respect that position, but they looked at their mom probably struggle because she had to do it by herself, which she shouldn't have had to, but she did. And he realized he didn't want that. And some actually have, toxic moms where they didn't operate or they didn't act the way that they should have, right? As a single parent. That's a thing. I don't know why women think that every single mother is just this immaculate mom.
Right.
And that's not always the case. So if a man, even though he might have had a single mother and he's adamant about not dating single women, it's because he's had that experience from a child point of view. I've even had that experience. And, one thing that I was adamant about was breaking that, some would call it a curse, breaking that generational curse. I wanted to be able to offer my kids, a two-parent household, right? I wanted to have my kids by a man that wanted me to have his kids, that's proud to have kids by me.
Shocker.
And so that's, how I move. So I don't understand why women think that men should have this utmost respect for single mothers when really that is probably not the most conducive situation to bring a child in. No child would typically choose a single parent, only one parent to depend on. Okay. And even as adults, we can agree that two is better than one. Okay. So again, y'all want men to show more respect to single mothers in the cases where their moms were single moms. But again, because they had single mothers, they realized what they didn't want to deal with, and they realized what comes with that because they were that child. And women got to start paying attention. That's why I'm like, women get so caught up in their individual choices and their individual happiness and their individual needs, and they're making these decisions based on themselves.
Yep.
That the children, again, their feelings don't get taken into consideration. So they grow up, realizing, well, at least some of us, realizing that ain't what they want. They don't want to deal anything, they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to create broken homes, and they don't want to deal with somebody that has a pre-made family. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's women that don't want to deal with single fathers either.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot that comes with that at times. And then this is what the kicker is. There's a lot that comes with it. If you have single mothers who don't even want to deal with men who have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. So as a single mother, you don't want to deal, and this is I've seen some women say this, you don't want to deal with a man that already has kids. Why? If men are supposed to respect that role and that position, why wouldn't you want to deal with that? Why would you request a man without kids if, that position is just great? That's the sought after position. Y'all got to keep that in mind. That's how, y'all just be saying anything. And this is how I know women talk a lot out of their emotions and not logically. Stop expecting these men to respect, single motherhood if they didn't have the best example or experience from it. Nobody essentially as a child wants to grow up with just one parent in the household. I don't know when we thought that was, normal. But yeah, typically, no, kids understand that they're supposed to have two, not one. And some have actually tried to give single mothers a chance, and they didn't have the best experience in that regard. So we have to take into consideration, a lot of times these men that are willing to try to take on being a step parent are typically not respected, right? You all are going to put your children, above that man, which, we understand, but that impacts, that situation. So it's a lot that comes with that. And a lot of times when men say that, they're a little bit scarred from dealing with single mothers.
And these are all very valid points. And to be honest with you, a couple of points I really don't even hear a lot of men saying. Because think about that. If you as a man, well, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, it makes me think about that time when the brother went viral on that dating show and said he wouldn't deal with that one woman because he didn't want to deal with a single mom, even though he was raised from a single mom. But his whole thing was, I want to break that curse. I want to break that generational curse. I want to start a family with a woman that's childless like me. I don't understand why women would look so negatively on that. And then to sit over here at the same time, prefer to have a man without kids and you have kids. You don't even want to deal with a man that doesn't have that has kids, but you have kids, and like, you see how, so
Girl
it's like,
math.
yeah, man, once again. And you know, I've covered videos about women who don't want to have men with kids, but they got kids themselves. So once again, it just goes to show you that, like she said, women talk out of their feelings and they just say whatever's good at the moment to make themselves feel justified and feel good. When in reality, if they stopped and got out of their feelings and really thought logically and got up out of their own shoes, I think they would realize that for childless men in particular, single moms is not your best option. And to be honest, the girl that was on the podcast with Brandon Jamal, the guy that she's dealing with, like I said earlier, man, I think that's just a lacking of an abundance mindset, and the fact that, you know, she's half decent looking, and that's probably the best he can do on that scale, and she just happens to have kids already. So, you know, but like I said,
It sucks though, Brandon, because they go for the looks over, you know, the stable family, the culture, or, you know, the common goals and things like that. Why? Just because that's the baddest girl you can get doesn't mean it's worth getting with. Weigh the options, men. Looks over single mom problems. Stop it.
I said, man, you know, finding an attractive childless woman isn't as easy as women think it is, because they think that it's harder for them to find a childless man. No, it's harder for y'all to find a childless man that y'all like, that y'all might be attracted to. But stats show, especially when it comes to black men, that more than half of the black male population is childless. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support.
Shout outs, Ro. I love to give him credit because he always finds those clips that give us those little extra nuggets that we hardly ever get to talk about. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.